Hey everybody, we're here, a new episode, the show that has yet to be named. Today we're talking top 5 Batman. I'll go through what we're going to talk about in a second, but let me just introduce who we got here. Full wrestling names disclosure. I'm here with Caps, aka Muscles Marinara. He doesn't have any plugs, he's with me. I'm here with JohnnyDonuts777, aka Toronto Franco.
Oh,
you want to plug something?
Toronto Franco?
That's
Toronto
his name.
Franco.
Apparently,
Putty. According to the guy on the bottom here.
Summer. Okay, no plugs for you. His stuff will be in the bottom. I'm here also with Puttyman, aka P Papa Parkinson's.
Thank you, Capo Crunch. I'm bringing it back.
Oh, I forgot that was my name. Can I bring that back? And it's me, Campo, your boy, aka Pickles. Rick Pickles Tuscadero. Rick the Pickles
aka
Tuscadero,
Campo
aka
Crunch.
Campo Crunch. So
Where's these names from?
Well, it just happened. It was
okay.
It's not worth
They just happened organically.
The story's not worth it. The story's not worth it.
Save that for another episode?
Yeah, that's a whole episode.
Save that for the actual Fatal 4-Way episode, the behind the scenes.
It's the follow-up episode to Putty's working at Wendy's story.
Yeah, exactly. And Taco Bell and pizza. It's the whole series.
That's like diarrhea all in one.
Yeah, exactly.
He worked at all 3 places at the same time. Okay, so...
Okay.
Let's go through the rules. It's top 5 Batman. So portrayals of Batman. Comic books are excluded. Video games where there's no story or complete voiceover are excluded. Everything else is on the table. TV shows, cartoons, animated movies, whatever you want. Top 5 Batman. And then after, when we're done the list, if you just came for the list, you stay. Blah, 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 beep, beep, beep. Okay, let's go. I'm picking Putty's going first.
So am I just going through every?
Yeah, we're just gonna go through them and then we'll yell about it later.
Okay, so I did talk. My number 5 is Adam West. I'm gonna get a lot of controversy over number 4, Ben Affleck.
Why don't give me all of them? You give me Ben Affleck number 4.
That's what I asked you. I asked you, and you said yes.
Okay, we know your top.
Yeah, so there is number 5 is Adam West.
Okay, so okay, I'll go second on my screen. I'm clockwise. So Nick, you're after me, and then JD, you take it up at the end. Okay, so my number 5 is Adam West.
My number 5 is Ben Affleck.
My number 5 is Adam West.
Ooh.
That's interesting. All right.
Did
you guys get together before this or both?
No, right? No. All right, number 4 now?
You guys are cheaters.
Ben Affleck.
All right, my number 4 is, this is coming out of left field, but I don't care. It's Peter Weller in The Dark Knight Returns.
That's a good one. Forgot about that one.
RoboCop.
Yes. Goddamn RoboCop.
I think he's dead. I don't remember.
No, Peter Weller's still alive.
Good job, Peter Weller, for staying alive. All right, Caps.
All right. Number 4 for me is Adam West.
Number 4 is Ben Affleck.
Whoa, okay. What happened to that audio?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
it got a bit erotic. All right, let's go. We'll bring it in. We'll use Basie. Barry White.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, that was good.
Let's get it.
Putty, number 3. Hurry up.
Okay, number 3, Christian Bale.
My number 3 is...
Jeez, do you have the same list as Meal?
As Meal?
Probably.
As Meal?
As Meal.
That's as bad as when I was saying a built. Okay, Christian Bale is my number 3.
Christian Bale's my number 3.
And Christian Bale's my number 3.
These are the worst lists ever. All right.
Okay, I see where this is going.
My number 2 is Michael Keaton.
My number 2 is Michael Keaton.
My number 2 is not Michael Keaton.
Wait, what's your number 2 then?
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy.
Oh, that's my number 2.
Oh, Putty, what's your number 1?
My number 1's Kevin Conroy.
Ironic, because my number 1 is Kevin Conroy.
So wait, let me guess. Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton.
All right, at least we weren't all the same. You know, I had one different one. Thanks, guys.
He was in my honorable mentions.
Okay, okay. So I'll rip. Putty, read through your list quickly. Tell us your top 5.
Okay, again, it was Adam West, Ben Affleck, Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, and Kevin Conroy.
All right, so mine is Adam West, Peter Weller, Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, Kevin Conroy.
Ben Affleck, Adam West, Christian Bale, Kevin Conroy, Michael Keaton.
Adam West, Ben Affleck, Christian Bale, Kevin Conroy, Michael Keaton.
Do you have the exact same list? No, you and Caps have the 4 and 5. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and me and Putty had 1 and 2 swapped.
Yeah.
If you guys came here for the list, then that's the list. Thank you for watching. Today. But if you want to stay here for Barry White, then we're going to get into this. Barry White and Caps and
You
Putty's
will never
beards.
find as long as I'm.
All right, enough singing. I don't have the copyright for that. So
No Lou Rawls tonight.
I mean, I don't think we really need to go through too much list-wise. I think you guys obviously screwed up because Kevin Conroy is the best Batman of all time.
I agree.
I mean,
I disagree with you.
Honestly, okay, wait.
I agree to disagree.
I was gonna put Christian Bale as my number 2, but when I really thought about it, the vivid memory in my head of Batman is Batman '89. And I think he means a lot. Like his costume, it was more than just Michael Keaton's role. It was everything about it is memorable.
Well, if you don't mind me chiming in, I actually was going to switch Christian Bale and Ben Affleck, and I know that's a lot of controversy, but here's the reason why. I don't blame Ben Affleck for what the role happened. I think Ben Affleck was set up to be a perfect Batman. I just feel like when it came to the script and everything, it was bad.
Yeah, it's not his fault that
Zack
Snyder doesn't know what Batman is.
But I feel like he knows it a lot better.
Batman?
Yeah,
What is
right.
Batman, yeah,
But
Batman
that's my whole point.
End.
That's the reason
Please,
why
we need your help. Please.
Because of the writing, I put Ben Affleck as 4. But honestly, if Ben Affleck was cast like Christian Bale, I feel like he could have done a better job than Christian Bale. So that's the reason why,
I think personally on that note, I know Caps wants to talk about Ben Affleck, but I think realistically, he fused the two characters the best. He wasn't the best Bruce Wayne or the best Batman, but he was the best combination of both.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton is the best Bruce Wayne. There's not, it's like hands down. You cannot compare his Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And Christian Bale was the best Batman, but not the voice. The voice doesn't.
I was going to say that's why Christian Bale is lower on my list. Is that voice? I couldn't deal with that.
Yeah.
And as the movies progressed, it just got worse and worse.
I just want Christian Bale as the voiceover in the Austin Powers scene where he's like, "Who does number 2 work for?"
It's like all those college humor videos.
Oh yeah, the one where he's like, "What are you saying?" I don't understand what you're saying.
Caps, what do you got? What do you got here?
Sorry, go ahead, Caps.
No, I was going to say, I admire both of them and what they put into the character and the amount of hard work they did. I think Ben Affleck would have been higher on the list if the script would have been better.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the sole reason why Christian Bale is higher on my list, because the scripts were amazing. But like Johnny Donuts was saying, that voice just
I agree. The voice
cringeworthy.
But I think me nuts.
His portrayal of Batman is very good. He understands the character very well. I'll give him that credit. He read up a lot on it. He read every major storyline.
Terrible Bruce Wayne though.
I will give you spoiler alerts here. Since you said Ben Affleck, I'm not going to use him as one of my honorable mentions because he is there. But unlike Ben Affleck, who's part of my honorable mentions, spoilers, Jared Leto is not on my Joker's list anywhere.
No.
So anyways, we're not on that episode yet, but I'm going to give you my first person, not in order, but my first person on my list here, Diedrich Bader as Batman from Brave and the Bold.
I got him on my list too.
I actually didn't put him on mention. Peter Wells is the only one I actually put on my honorable mention.
I think that he really does that character a lot of justice, understanding the tone of that show and everything. And he has that really deep voice that goes well with it. I mean, it's a little cartoony, but I think it's fun.
I think he took some elements of that Adam West Batman into it as well. And I think that's what made it enjoyable, his portrayal of Batman for me.
Yeah, and that's the sole reason why Adam West is kind of lower on my list, is because the character was just a little too cartoony, just a little too, I don't know, goofy, I guess.
Yeah.
At that point, though, I don't think anybody knew, even including the writers of Batman, what Batman was yet, because he was still in a changing phase from a kind of a dark but also light character into a super light character, and everyone, all the writers and illustrators and the writers of the show, they were all different people changing over, and it was a mess.
But let's keep this in mind too. Even with the old comic books, they still kind of had a campiness in the comic books as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was always there.
Yeah. So,
but even in that cartoon, in the Hanna-Barbera cartoons in the 70s, right? Was it the Justice League cartoon?
Yeah.
Super Friends?
Yeah,
Super Friends.
Super Friends. Yeah.
But the Adam West character and the show in itself did not want to go down that dark route. They wanted to make it
Batman
more
wasn't
family
dark yet.
friendly at that time, I guess.
Well, the portrayal, Robert Lowry, here's a deep cut for you. Robert Lowry, who played Batman in the 1949 serial, he was a bit darker.
Thank you for stealing from my list.
Oh, well.
You know, I actually found that at a flea market in Florida at the Mustang Flea Market, and we watched that a lot. The old serials they were all on a VHS tape, and I remember it vividly, and it was much darker than the comic book.
He was, yeah.
The thing that they really lightened up in the comics compared to the comics to the 66 series was Joker. Joker was like a really like murderous character in the comic books at that point still, before he became like a goofy gopher.
Well, that's the reason why when we get to that list, that's also why that's something that need to be explained as well, too.
Yeah,
you know
well,
I mean?
Okay, so here, I'm just going to throw another one out because I can. It's my show. Bruce Greenwood as Batman in Under the Red Hood.
Young Justice, too.
And is he all of Young Justice?
Not all of it, but he is in quite a bit of it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the Batman in that and under the Red Hood actually didn't impress me as much as I was actually shocked that I liked the Joker. But we'll get into that again.
The Joker in that movie is amazing.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
Nightwing is great in that too.
Yeah,
Jensen.
And another guy who plays Batman in that movie, Jensen Ackles.
Yeah. He's on my list too. Did you guys see that movie yet?
I just watched it 2 nights ago.
He's fantastic.
Jensen Ackles makes an excellent Batman.
Like he's the best Dean Winchester Batman ever.
Dean Winchester.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I didn't even know he did that, so I haven't seen it yet. So I'm gonna have to go watch that.
It's really good.
Okay.
Like I'm telling you, both of you need to watch it. I didn't expect it to be that good.
Okay. I got a question for Johnny Donuts. Why is Kevin Conroy number 2?
Why is Kevin? Only because for me, the iconic Batman for me is Michael Keaton, the black suit with the yellow logo. You know, it was one of the first movies I went to go see. Like not first movies, but I mean, I didn't go to the movies that often. Only when blockbusters came out, and when I went to go see Batman, it was like this big thing for me.
I have to. Oh, go ahead.
No, please, go.
Well, I was gonna say I have to agree with him, but the only reason why I feel Kevin Conroy actually got my top spot and why I was kind of having trouble is when you read the comics, you always have like a voice in your head that you always make if they haven't established the voice. And and Adam West didn't give me that look, especially with the darker Batman series. So with a deeper voice, even with Michael Keaton, when Kevin Conroy came out with the animated series, like he captured the voice I had in my head. That's why he got number 1 for me, because he seemed to capture it perfectly.
Well, can I just chime in on that? I think that I know the immediate argument is, and it's not going to work this time because Putty's an old fart too. It's going to be like, oh, I grew up with that Batman. And that's fair because I grew up with Michael Keaton Batman too. I'm being serious, right? Okay. But to me, I think the character is synonymous now with
Kevin Conroy,
because not only did he voice the show that everyone grew up with, he's been the voice of Batman for 30 years. Michael Keaton did 2 movies and never came back, never did anything Batman
until recently.
And I'm not hating on him for that. I'm just saying there's a reason that Kevin Conroy, to me, and I'm not saying that one is better than the other. This is a favorites list.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why to me he's definitely my number 1. When I read the comics, when I'm playing the games, I hear Kevin Conroy. Well, he's in the games.
Now, if we went through all media and we included video games on this list, then yes, Kevin Conroy would have been number 1.
Well,
that kind of was in my head. Yeah, I kind of come in.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Well, it's okay. No, but it's fair.
Well, I didn't know that. I thought we were excluding video games from this media. I thought it was just movies, television.
Well, you have Kevin Conroy on your list at second. I don't think it's really hurting anybody.
Now, if I could chime in, first of all, Campos, you're mean. Second of all, the only reason why Kevin Conroy wasn't number 1 is because.
You mean number 2?
Isn't number 1?
Oh, isn't number 1? Sorry.
It's because Kevin Conroy is a voice. Sorry, like he's a voice. Like as a physical feature, as a person, I picture Michael Keaton.
But
but
that's just my argument. Batman. That's just my argument. I mean, there's no wrong, no right.
No,
my thing, my favorites, and that's my.
But that's your reasoning for having him there, and that totally makes sense to me.
Yeah. Well, see, actually, that's the reason why I justify also the Kevin Conroy, because the thing is like when I also think of Batman, I think of like the chiseled looks, and unfortunately, nothing against Michael Keaton, but I feel like he doesn't have that really chiseled look, even that Christian Bale pulled off. You know what I mean?
I don't even think any of them really did, except for Ben Affleck.
I don't think that was unheard of at that time. I don't think the actors would get into physical, real shape in order to.
Yeah,
with
like
the exception of maybe Christopher Reeve.
But even Christopher Reeve was already a muscular guy. He was known for that.
But he did work out for the role. He did put in that extra effort. But
I mean,
at that time,
now for a '70s guy, he was pretty jacked.
Now, the one Batman game that Conroy didn't voice, who was the voice of Batman in
Troy
Arkham?
Baker, I believe.
Troy Baker was
voice.
Joker.
I think he
No,
did
Troy
both.
Baker was.
Troy
he did
Baker was
both?
Joker.
Did he do both though?
You could look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's the one today I saw that he did both voices.
Let me look that up right now.
But
no,
okay,
Troy Baker just did Joker.
Okay, so who's Batman?
It doesn't say. Interesting. Let me look it up. I'll look it up. You guys continue the discussion.
So I got the next person on my list. No one has any love here for Val Kilmer.
He's an honorable mention. He wasn't that bad. That my notes.
I think
he wasn't that bad.
I number one don't hate Batman
bad.
Forever. I like Batman Forever. I think it's campy, but it comes with a nice camp that like really brings back the old school like '66 and still has the Tim Burton-esqueness to it. It's a little bit too flashy and it's a little bit over the top, but I think the script is what made Kilmer a bad Batman. I don't think he was a bad Batman.
Some may say the same thing about George Clooney in terms of he was a okay Bruce Wayne, really, really, farty Batman. But as a Bruce Wayne, he was not that bad, to be honest. But Val Kilmer I would definitely be on my honorable mentions list. Yeah.
Wow,
everybody's looking down. You guys all right? Everybody's looking down here.
Roger Craig Smith.
It says Kevin Conroy on mine.
No, Roger Craig Smith voiced Batman in Arkham Origin.
Oh, Arkham Origins. I forgot about that game. Okay.
Yeah.
Which he came pretty close to Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
I feel he was just imitating Kevin Conroy in that movie.
Okay, so I have another one. I mean, this is not my favorite, but I think for what he did in this, it was good. It's Rino Romano that did the Batman cartoon, the one that followed the animated series.
Yeah,
the
Batman. Yeah,
the Batman.
There was the Batman. Was it?
But he's like trying to think.
No, the Batman.
I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember
that one.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I mean, like a shout out to him. I also have Jason O'Mara from the whole entire New 52 run. I mean, he wasn't my favorite, but I feel like he's become another person that a lot of people are going to be like, this was the voice of my Batman, right? Because he was Batman for like 10 years.
Let's shout out to a non-Bruce Wayne Batman and Will Friedle as Terry McGinnis.
I will allow it.
Okay.
I think that's a good choice. I didn't put it on my list. That's why I said I'll allow it, because I forgot about him.
Yeah.
So
I really like Batman Beyond was a really good series, and I don't think it gets as much love as it deserves.
So Michael Keaton is coming back as Batman. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They don't have him in photos of the suit. They have him as Bruce Wayne. Photos of Wayne.
I did see it.
Yeah,
I think because they should have he should have just stayed the same like he is now. Like why?
You want my immediate thing
I don't know.
It
was just like he didn't need it.
My immediate issue with what we've seen from those pictures is the stupid Mercedes. Like, we definitely paid to have this car be in this movie, concept car that's totally Ben Affleck Batman car to drive, and Michael Keaton Batman would not drive that.
But
he'd drive a sensible sedan.
He would be driven by Alfred.
Huh? Isn't Ben Affleck in that too?
I don't know.
I heard Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton are making it.
When it comes to DC, do we actually really know anything?
Well, I'm just saying.
Not in the sense that they're good at hiding it, because we just don't know what the hell's going to happen over there.
It's not like Alfred Molina spoiling everything.
Yeah, I wish we had an Alfred Molina. It's even worse that like you have Tobey Maguire going around talking about how he's not in it. Did you see the thing that came out recently about Spider-Man? Off topic.
Which one? There's a few of them.
Some guy ran into him on set and took pictures with him and is like posted it. It's like I was walking by the set of Spider-Man 3 today and took pictures of Tobey Maguire. Can't confirm he's in the movie. And the Marvel went nuts.
Well, Kevin Feige's going nuts on Molina.
Yeah. Molina doesn't care. He's like, yeah, just do it.
Whatever.
I am curious, since we're in the conversation of Batman, what do you guys think about Robert Pattinson? Like, we haven't got to really see anything, but based on what we've seen, I'm actually kind of excited, and I didn't think I would be.
I've been excited since the first second that they said Robert Pattinson as Batman.
See,
I wasn't until I saw the trailer. Sorry,
it took time for me to grow on Pattinson.
Yeah.
To me, he's still sparkly vampire, right?
Caps, what did you say?
Yeah, that's the problem I have, yeah.
I wasn't keen on the idea until I saw the trailer.
Yeah, sure.
That's how I am. Yeah.
But
I feel like it's another Heath Ledger situation where it's like,
Well,
oh, I didn't believe it, but then I might be wrong. You know what I mean?
If you want to just take a page out of Johnny Donut's book here, you could just go watch Good Time and watch The Lighthouse, and then you'll be like, okay, this is the best possible person. that
Definitely
can do
go
that.
watch Good Time in the Lighthouse. That'll change your mind completely about Robert Pattinson and his acting skills.
I believe it. I believe it.
He's been good.
I heard he's been
everything.
I heard he's been like fighting with the director for like the last little while about
No, I think
different things
I
about
might
the
be
character.
wrong. I might be wrong, but I think him and the director are getting along really well. It's the people behind them that are trying to make them change things, and they don't like it.
Because it's still Warner Brothers trying to
Yeah,
poke their agenda.
Matt Reeves, I think's his name, the guy that's doing it. He wants the movie to be super dark, like the Christopher Nolan ones. He doesn't want it to be like comedic or goofy. And like, I don't know, that trailer was dope as hell when he's punching the guy in the face.
Yeah.
I think what I'm looking forward to more in that one is Colin Farrell's turn as Penguin.
I mean, yeah, I would have liked Jonah Hill, but I'll take Colin Farrell.
and Paul Dano too. Paul
Dano's going to be great as Riddler.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
He's one of those. Paul Dano's one of those character actors that you know who he is, but you don't know who he is, kind of thing. And
Detroit Rock City.
Yeah,
I'm just looking forward to the woman that's playing Catwoman.
Is it Lenny's daughter?
Yeah.
I think it is, right?
Yeah,
it's Lenny Kravitz's daughter. Yeah, Lenny Kravitz, and Lisa Bonet.
Isn't her mom? Yeah, Lisa Bonet, who's now with Aquaman. So now
that's right.
a link to the universe.
There's a link to the DC
and it
universe.
brings us right back to the Cosby Show in our 80s sitcoms episode. Check it out.
Free Britney.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about?
We're not talking about it.
No. The less said about him, the better.
We're talking about.
Especially in the last couple of days.
I mean, this show is not a representation of the person.
Change the subject.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Batman. What are you talking
Chris
about?
Benoit. No.
Wait.
Wow.
He played Batman?
Wow. He played Wolverine.
Okay.
Anyways,
let's turn this
Brian
ship around.
Pillman, let's go. So
Dynamite Kid.
oh my gosh, you're really doing this? Okay,
Sorry.
everyone.
All right.
So we can't
about
talk about
this?
Ghost Dad
What
then?
about? I mean, wow, Putty.
It's a good movie though.
Too soon?
Napoleon. Okay. David, what's his name? David Mazouz, the guy from Gotham.
Yep.
I feel like that's going to be going into the other conversation. I don't know.
I wouldn't call him Batman though. He played.
I
Bruce
wouldn't,
Wayne.
but I think he deserves to be an honorable mention list because he was not bad. He's playing child Bruce Wayne, and you see his evolution. I'm not a fan of the show, to be honest with you. I think it's screwed up a lot of Batman stuff really badly. But I mean, I didn't hate him.
No.
I think he was fine.
And someone who's going to appear on another list is on.
Oh, and guess what? The best person that we could possibly have, I'll save it for last, unless anyone else has anything.
Sure.
George Clooney.
Mentioned him.
You mentioned George.
Val Kilmer.
No, George Clooney was
Okay,
mentioned.
nobody mentioned Will Arnett.
Holy crap! I totally forgot about Will Arnett. And he actually did play a good. He played a phenomenal Batman in Lego Batman.
I'm ashamed that I forgot. I was so busy being angry about Zach Galifianakis Joker that I forgot about that.
Because there's an honorable mention for the Joker in that way, though. But anyway, we'll get to that when we get there.
I don't like you already because I know where you're going with that.
Oh,
but yeah,
Ian Glenn plays Bruce Wayne on Titans. I like him as well.
Yeah, he plays a really strange, to the point where it's confusing. The age that he is leaves you confused because there's no way he's still fighting as Batman. He looks like he's gonna die soon, and but he's so good as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he is. He's really good. He's because the age doesn't match with Robin and
it doesn't match with anything
with Nightwing and Dick Grayson.
I believe he's supposed to be playing a guy in his mid-40s, but he looks like he's 60,
and the guy's 70.
Yeah. And it just comes off really strange. I can't picture.
But he
him
does.
as Batman.
He does play that dark voiced Bruce Wayne. I like that grizzled veteran.
Great.
Yeah, he does do that grizzled veteran really well. That's the only other mention I have.
I mean, does anyone else have any?
Michael freaking Keaton.
Is that his middle name? He's like Austin Danger Powers.
That's all I got to say.
Who does number 2 work
Freaking,
for?
freaking is my middle name.
Michael freaking Keaton.
Oh, perfect timing. All right, guys. Well,
With
that's
science.
I believe in science. Anyways, guys, that's it. I'm not letting Putty talk anymore. For me, Toronto Franco, Muscles Marinara, and P. Papa Parkinson's, I'm P. Papa Pickles Tuscadero, and thanks for watching.